How long have you been here? 2 months? Your father said 2, 3, or 4 months. Who built all this? It was us. You? Is that okay for you, Thomas? Yeah, we're leaving. No. Thomas, I want to talk to you about this. Look. A signet ring from the brand Carlos. It's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Well, Carlos is a small French company that makes everything in France. Go visit their website. They have clothes, jewelry, sports equipment, combat gear, and so on. They do quality work made in France. Carlos, what does that mean, Thomas? I believe it means beauty in Greek, not just physical beauty, but also moral and intellectual beauty. It's courage, it's nobility of mind and body. I think the message this brand conveys is really beautiful, honestly. That's Carlos. And by the way, Thomas, look, who do we see there on this signet ring? Well, I think that's the Archangel Saint Michael, right? Exactly, it's the Archangel Saint Michael who, in the Bible, fights against evil. It's the struggle of good against evil. But be careful, not just evil in others. Evil also within oneself, it's an inner struggle toward greater nobility of mind and soul. I think the message conveyed by this signet ring is absolutely magnificent. And by the way, it's also beautiful aesthetically. Look at that. We have a solid silver signet ring. It also comes in an 18-karat gold-plated version. It's an item, let me remind you, made in France by Carlos. An item for life. Go visit their website. They make absolutely magnificent things. And by the way, Thomas, do you know what a signet ring was used for back in the day? Well, no idea. Well, it was used to sign documents for the nobility and knights. That's how they gave their word of honor. It really was a different time. If you want this signet ring or other French-made products, check out the Carlos website linked in the pinned comment and description. Thanks to the promo code Vincent, you'll get 10% off everything you buy. You'll see that what they make is beautiful and high quality. That's Carlos. As for us, we're starting this report. Let's go. Hello everyone. I'm here in Vincennes, near Paris. And in the Bois de Vincennes, there are more and more tents, to the point that now there's a camp that's set up in the Bois de Vincennes. And month by month, the situation is getting worse. I'm here with Jean, who is going to guide me, who lives in the area. He knows the situation, and so the
situation for a few months, actually. There's been an explosion in the number of homeless people, people without shelter, living in the woods. The Bois de Vincennes, which, let's remember, is Paris. It's managed by the city of Paris. Every day there's a new tent. There's someone settling in, living like it's the Middle Ages, actually.
These are people who come from everywhere, from France, but also from other places.
It's a mixed population. Originally it was a Roma camp, but now there are Africans. I hear people speaking French just like you and me. No, it's not just... You shouldn't think there are only migrants. There's a bit of everything.
And further away, next to the ring road, there's another camp, right?
Right next to it, so that's what's surprising, right next to a very wealthy town called Saint-Mandé. I think it's one of the richest towns in France. It was set up in just a few days. Now, in this case, it's a shantytown. So we'll see that later. And so it's located between the ring road and the city of Saint-Mandé. I think it must be a plot of land that belongs to the city of Paris.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out, Vincent.
Let's go. And look what I've got here, guys. Right now, here. The history of France that's right in front of us here. Look. Saint Louis. Louis IX. Who lived then in this Vincennes castle over there, which is a marvel?
He did live there. It's the former residence of the kings of France, the Vincennes castle.
Also the Palace of Justice in Paris, in the center of Paris. That's where he ruled. He ruled there and also lived partly here. He even dispensed justice at Vincennes under the Justice Oak.
I don't know where that oak is located.
In my view, it no longer exists, but it must have been.
The environmentalists had it cut down?
The environmentalists of that time. It must have been somewhere around here, maybe even at this spot. I'm not sure. We'd have to check. Yes, it was a court of appeal for those on trial then. And I think they did that on Sundays. But it's a marvel, really. The area here, Vincennes, it's beautiful.
The keep, a bit further away, the tallest keep in France. And I think that the Château de Vincennes is the largest fortified castle in France.
I lived in Vincennes for 4 years and used to jog around the castle, guys. Look at the sheep over there. There's nothing better for mowing the lawn. That's huge. Look at the beautiful chapel at Château de Vincennes. See that? It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that magnificent keep over there, Thomas. With the French flag too flapping in the wind. Damn, that keep over there, yeah, you were really well protected, all things considered. Because, wait, let's be precise. Who was he afraid of being attacked by St. Louis in his keep? The Chateau de Vincennes, with its keep and its moats, was supposed to protect the king from what threats? Now that's a top-notch prompt, that is. The Chateau de Vincennes, and especially its massive keep surrounded by moats, was not primarily designed to repel a foreign invasion. Its main function was to protect the king from his own subjects and from the high nobility. Oh yeah, okay. The main threat was Paris and the great lords of the kingdom. The keep was built under Charles V. In the 14th century, the monarchy was fragile. Paris was unstable. Great princes and lords often defied royal authority. Ironically, it was to protect against the French themselves. The king did not feel safe in the Paris city palace. Yes, you see, that was where he ruled, the city palace, where he had the high court with the chapel, the Sainte-Chapelle, which had been built to house the holy relics that Louis IX had bought from the Turks there. You can go see the holy relics at Notre Dame if you ever go to Paris. Look here, we see again the beautiful chapel of the Vincennes Castle. That, in my view, is a Renaissance addition to the castle. You can clearly see it. You can't protect yourself from the Parisian insurgents there.
That's why this construction is more recent. Yes, definitely.
You can see it. In this country, just looking at a building reveals layers of history and incredible views. You see a millennium, then you see 1,500 years later, then you see 500 years later. It's funny, this whole story.
Several centuries, actually.
The castle. Historical depth just by looking in front of you. There, in the street, a panorama. Panorama.
Great.
Okay, go that way.
Here, we're in the woods. So this is Paris. Actually, we're in Paris right now.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't think so, but Bois de Vincennes is Paris, are you sure?
Yes. Oh, of course. Oh, of course. The Bois de Vincennes is Paris. Okay, it's the Paris City Hall that manages... Okay. So there you go. The entrance is right there. Oh, yes, there you go. So it's here. There it is, the entrance right there. Oh no, but you're going to be shocked, Vincent. You're going to be shocked by what you're going to see here, by the number of tents you'll see, by the number of homeless people, actually, who live in these woods.
Right now I can already see that. I don't remember. I used to come here... Wait, where? There? I've passed through here before and never saw that. There was some, but it was rare.
That's it, actually. These tents, they've probably been here for about 2 years now. And actually, for the past few months, there's been an explosion of, well, the number of homeless people in the woods, so... But it all started here. There was a first camp here of Roma people. There were tents, gradually, that started to pop up around it.
How many people do you estimate are in there?
I don't know, maybe around 30 tents. Here, we'll easily have about 30 tents.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's go. Look, there's even an entrance over there. They've made their entrance. All that's missing is the mailbox, really. Yeah, that's right. There's even a Christmas tree. No, but that's incredible. So this isn't... It's not temporary anymore. It's becoming... They're settling down indeed. There's a sign over there. Warning sign. Hello? Is anyone there? Is there a camera? Oh, there's a camera. Look, there.
Wait, stop. It's not plugged in. It's just a joke.
No, yes, it's plugged in. Yes, it's plugged in. I see the cable there. It goes down. There's a battery down there. So, okay. So there, they're going to see us. Well, basically there, you have 4 tents, you know. The 4 tents. Let's continue. Oh yeah, look, it's actually spreading out. Over there, you have more of them too. Over there, you have others.
Ah, and then it goes on, you know, it's a bit...
It's like a little village, you know. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 tents in my field of vision, right there. We're going to go check over there. Hello? A quick interview? No. Even if I don't show you, it doesn't change anything. Okay? Well, just asking. No. 11 tents. So, there are 2 other tents. We're going to get closer. We'll try to see if there's anyone there. Hello? Hello, sir? I'm doing a little report about the situation in Bois de Vincennes. I'm doing a little report.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know how long you've been here. No problem. Have a good day. Good luck. 12, 13, 14. And 2 years ago, there was nothing. Yeah. No, but it's the third worldization of France. Actually, that's what's happening exponentially. Yes, we're seeing the birth of slums. Yes, yes. We're seeing in France the birth of slums, the third worldization of France. It's right before our eyes, right here. I've counted 14 so far, 15. The problem is we're deep in the woods and our only exit is via the forest paths. But we could get surrounded, you know? Well, honestly, I don't think so. It seems more like they're just homeless. Eastern Europe, you see. You know, the guy actually had more of an Eastern European accent. Here, it's tidy. Look, that's where... Hello? He even has trash bins and sorts his waste. I suppose, why not? But so, you have people running. You see, you have people jogging past the newly forming slums now. And there you go, Vincent, that's settling down. I mean, you see the guy, there's a passage, he has the trash can. It's not temporary, of course. That's what's unfortunate. The thing is, from there, you see, he can then build a wooden hut and then hook it up to electricity, you know, in an illegal way. That's how slums form in the end. How do you think they appear? Just like that. The longer you wait, the worse it gets, making it harder to manage, and eventually you end up with a slum in the Bois de Vincennes. But also, for the woods themselves, it's not great because, you see, there's a bit of deforestation. They make fires. Yeah, there are wood fires. Obviously, you can see there is trash all around. From a strictly ecological point of view, it's not great either. It's crazy, guys. I still can't believe France's situation. No, I don't think any of us are done being shocked by the state of France. Hello? They have a dog? Well, the dog doesn't look mean. They speak French? Hello? I'm doing a report on the Bois de Vincennes. No, sir, no. No problem.
Ça fait combien de temps que vous êtes là, monsieur?
A quarter of a century? They're in the woods there? Yeah, it's been a while. There are more tents. Do you know why? They're not answering. 14, 15, 16 tents. Have a good day, gentlemen. 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow. Now, in this case, you have to be careful. The person living in this tent has 2 dogs. We'll avoid it then, okay? Be careful if you go in. All right. Look over there, the green tent. It's a yurt. It's not even a tent. But here, the thing is, you have cyclists, walkers who are here. Look, walkers, cyclists who are here. Here, we have an illegal camp with dogs, and there's even a sign that says, dangerous dogs. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to understand that. There's still a risk, even just from the dogs. But you see, it's beautiful here, the river. Magnificent. Look at this little bucolic river here, look. It must be beautiful in summer, and it's clearly beautiful now too. In winter, yeah, very poetic. So here we have the little river. The tent, I've counted 20 tents so far. We've been walking in the Bois de Vincennes for 10 or 15 minutes. 20 tents in my field of vision. That's right, it's a fence. Yes, it's true. It's quite amazing. That's where you see that it's not temporary. They're settling in for the long term. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they put up a fence. They have a property they consider to be private, them on public land. That's the problem. The thing is, the no borders people aren't so no border that they don't put up barriers around their own place. That's the thing. You see, we're no border when it comes to entering the country. But once you're in, you put up little barriers to protect your own place. That's the left's main contradiction.
Vincent, watch out. If you want to go interview the person living in your house, there are dogs.
I don't know. I have doubts. I feel like there's nobody there. Actually, that's why people during the day leave work, work or do what they have to do. I don't know exactly what they do, but in any case, they go into Paris.
There's activity there. There's movement.
Over there, in a sort of small village, 21, 22, there are 2 other tents over there. Okay, let's keep going. Oh yeah, over there too. Everywhere, actually. Wherever you look, there are tents. Now look, if you do a panorama, you see there are tents. There, look, do a tracking shot, Thomas. There, over there, the white tent. Over there, the green tent. Over there, you have 2 more, 3 more tents, green, blue, etc. There you have the yurt. Behind us is where we came from, and we saw that there is 16 tents. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There are 22 tents there, 23 even. Over there, I see another one. 24, there's another one there appearing right before our eyes. Yeah, it's kind of like a mini village. Over there, there's someone over there. Look, there's someone over there. Let's go see them. Yeah, he actually set up a barrier with tarps to clearly show that it's his place, his area. Hello. I'm doing a report on the woods. A short interview. I can't hear you. Tell me. I'm not filming you. I'm not filming you. We're not filming you, sir. Don't worry. And the birds actually that were chirping, I couldn't hear what they were saying to me. Do you speak French? He left. It seems I didn't hear him, but it didn't sound like French. Yeah, him, yeah. I think he was speaking Arabic. Okay, these are new ones. I was at 20.
Come on, next to it, you have the town of Saint-Mandé, which I think is the richest city in France.
25, yeah.
It's okay.
Look, watch out for the dogs there.
Oh, yes.
26, 27 tents over there, I see. 2 more, 28. Oh yeah, it's really everywhere, huh? With a gate and everything, you know? I'm at 28 now. About that, yeah. Hello, sir? Can I interview you? Oh, no. Is it about the tents? Yeah, but not much. Okay. Good luck, sir. Have a nice day.
Then, I'm telling you, you have a few all over the Bois de Vincennes, but they're pretty isolated, actually. You also have quite a few isolated tents. Well, here you see there are still a few. Actually, in the end, they're pretty much everywhere. But here, it's true that there's a big gathering. There's a big concentration of tents here.
All right. Do people run or bike here? But are there any problems? Does it lead to crime?
Me, I'm not aware of any attacks. But it's true that now people, for sure, they avoid it, you know, the thing. They take a detour. For sure, yeah. I think that when it's dark, people don't feel safe. So you see, they go by the road, by the paved areas, of course. So people will say, oh yeah, well, it's fine. There's still space. The woods are big, but you see, it's spreading, it's spreading, it's spreading.
So we counted about 30 tents on the short walk we did. Honestly, we walked maybe 30 minutes. About 30 tents. We only did a very small part of the Bois de Vincennes, which is very big. I think it's the biggest woods around Paris, it seems to me. And so, if we walked around for an hour, we could probably count several dozen more, almost for sure. And they don't want to talk, obviously, because, well, these are people who are already in extreme poverty. So I understand that they don't want to talk. And also we saw some of the people who have a foreign accent, etc., who probably don't have papers. That also explains why.
To be filmed then?
Because when they're here illegally, they don't want to make things worse by showing their faces. Which I can understand, no problem. In any case, we can see the situation. There's a shantytown being set up in the Bois de Vincennes. It's been going on for several months. Actually, it's been several years, but it's only been spreading for a few months.
It started 2 years ago. And then since September, there's been an explosion in the number of tents. It's really exponential. You can see it. Wow. Well, almost every week you'll see a new tent, a new camp.
So now in 10 years,
at this rate,
in 10 years it'll be a slum. The woods.
It's turning into Sherwood Forest. There really needs to be a reaction. I hope your report will serve as a wake-up call. People need to become aware. France is becoming impoverished at a rapid pace. At this point, you can't turn a blind eye anymore.
This is the third worldization I often mention in my reports. And now we're going to move on to a shantytown, A real one this time.
It's a shanty town that was created in just a few days. It suddenly appeared. It was there, so this shanty town is located. I think this land, which is located between the ring road and the city of Saint-Mandé, must belong to the city of Paris.
And it appeared.
This thing showed up 3 months ago. Overnight, there was a shanty town.
It's 5 minutes from here on foot. What is it?
It's 20 minutes on foot from here.
So, in this area of Eastern Paris, which is a very wealthy area, the prices in Vincennes are almost, these are Paris prices actually. Per square meter, it's Paris prices, it's the same thing. So it's really very wealthy.
Saint-Mandé-Vincennes has even higher prices than elsewhere. Yes, I believe the average is higher too.
I think it's higher than Paris, though it depends on the neighborhood. Because it's a small town, we're 10 minutes from Châtelet, there are all the advantages of Vincennes, etc. But the thing is, especially the woods until now. And now we see, even in these bourgeois towns, which were protected until now, the signs of third worldization appearing that affect everyone. There you go. That's what's really happening. Hello? Hello? I'm doing a report on the Bois de Vincennes, focusing on the new tents. You ride through here often on horseback, correct?
That's right.
And so, do you see the situation changing?
Yes.
What do you see? Tell me about it.
We see tents being built with beautiful infrastructure.
Do you ever see the police or city workers go by?
No,
There's nothing?
there's nothing. That said, we don't feel in danger. Personally, I don't feel in danger. I don't feel unsafe. But when you see tents with fences and beware of dog signs, for example, like in a house, there's a bit of a problem. Even if I don't feel unsafe.
Have you ever had any interaction with people who live there? They've never approached you?
Never, all right? Anyway, I just keep walking. Yeah.
Sure? Do you come by here daily? No.
Once a week?
Yes, he's describing the situation you mentioned, Jean.
It's not a feeling of insecurity.
During the day?
But of course, yes. You think a woman, a jogger, I don't know, at night for sure, she takes a detour.
Yes, of course, obviously.
Or maybe you're with your kids heading to the riding center. There, when it's dark, you take the road. Yes, what's terrible is how sneaky it is. You actually get used to it.
It's gradual. It's the boiling frog. Hey friends, now that I think about it, if you enjoy my reports, be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking on the little microphone that's to my left, I think, obviously like this video, comment, and also subscribe on my website. Visit my website, lemediaportis.fr, and there you can subscribe, get access to a longer version of the report and actually all my reports. And on top of that, it helps me a lot. There you go. Let's continue. Over there again, 33, 34. So here you have the camp with the tents. That's where we saw about 30 tents. Knowing that right now we're here. Where are we now? The zoo. We're here. There are still tents over there. We passed by, then returned to the main street where there were tents along the way. There are tents there. There are still tents there. That means potentially it's this area where there are tents. Potentially, in my opinion, it's in this area.
But you see, there's one there too. Actually, you have a bit...
There you also have some tents, yes. Okay, so here, this is where most of the tents are. They're here. This is where the Shantytown is forming. And you have a few scattered all around here, actually around the roads. And there's a Shantytown has formed here. Ici là.
Yes, that's right, Vincent.
Okay. All right. So the situation is clear. And now we're going to see what this gentleman has to say. Hello, sir. How are you? Not too cold? I'm doing a little report on the Bois de Vincennes. I'd like to ask a few questions, even if we can't see you. That's fine. Nice to meet you. I'm Vincent Lapierre. I'm doing a little report on the Bois de Vincennes, sir. You don't have to appear at all. We won't show you on camera. I just want to ask you a few questions. How long have you been here, sir?
8 years.
You've been in this tent for 8 years?
The other side.
On the other side? Yes. How did you end up here, sir? Why are you in this place?
I'm here because my friend tried the bus.
The bus? The bus driver? Yes. All right. Yes.
Is it that tent?
Is he the one who wanted to set it up?
Yes, so I'm on the other side. Okay.
And how is life here? Tell me.
Hard? No.
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
They leave you alone? Yes. No one comes to see you, etc.
No, they steal from you. They steal from you? They steal from you, yes.
What do they steal from you? You don't have much, do you?
No, sleeping bag, pants, watch. Montre.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And you have to be vigilant then. And where are you from, sir? Me. Where are you from?
Which country? Me, Bulgaria.
Bulgaria? Okay. Do you work or do anything during the day?
Yes, I work.
So where do you work?
What? Construction.
Construction, all right.
If there's work, I do it. Otherwise,
Okay, so you can't afford to rent an apartment?
no, I don't need to. You don't? No. All right. No. Okay.
Do you know the other neighbors?
Yes, yes.
I know them. Is everything okay? Do you get along? Yes.
And is everything okay? Yes, okay. There were so many years, a year ago,
Was the tent set up yesterday over there? Yes, okay.
that a lot of tents.
What's that?
A lot.
A lot of people in there? A lot.
Oh, really? Yes.
Ah, a long time. It's been a long time that there are tents, yes. And are there people who help you, associations that come to see you to help you?
Yes, yes, okay, yes. They give a sleeping bag, pants, cream. The pillows?
Okay. And the people walking by, do they come to see you to help you or not? No? 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 Nobody? No? All right, okay. And how long are you going to stay here? You don't know?
No, it's fine.
So you're staying here, peaceful? Yes?
Peaceful, okay. When I'm here, there are no thieves.
No thieves when you're here? Yes. But when you leave for work? Yes. Then,
The bags, something.
yeah. And wouldn't you like to be rehoused somewhere? No. You prefer to be here.
It's fine. Here, all alone, peaceful. No second person, no third person. All right.
All alone.
All alone.
And a wife?
Wife? Wife? My wife. Left for Strasbourg, working there.
In Strasbourg, your wife. But was she with you in the tent? She wasn't with you in the tent?
No, all right. That's possible.
And the kids?
Yes, over there.
In Strasbourg? Yes, the kids. Yes. How many children do you have? One? Only one? A boy?
A boy, all right.
What's your name, sir?
Ekrem.
Ekrem. I'm Vincent.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ekrem. I wish you all the best, really. I hope things will get better.
Okay.
There you go. You're not too cold, are you? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. Okay.
Can I look inside your tent? See what it's like? Yes. You don't mind? Yes. Go ahead. It's a bit messy. It's not a problem. My place is a bit messy too. Well, not quite this much though. Go ahead, take a look. Oh yeah? Yeah, that's right.
Eh oui.
You still have a little mattress though. Yes, you have a mattress. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Ekrem. May God protect you. Wait, I have a question. Ekrem, I have a quick question for you. Does the French government, do they give you any money or not, any funds? No, zero. You get nothing? Zero. Welfare? No.
No.
Zero. Oh, really? Yes, you don't get anything? No. All right.
0.
Okay. Okay, you don't ask for anything? No.
Okay. No application.
No application.
No? Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Goodbye. You too? See, sometimes we get the wrong idea as well. But you see, he's completely outside the system. He doesn't get welfare. He doesn't get any public money. He's totally off the grid. Most people here are in survival mode, living outside the system. They don't get money from social services or anything. He probably does odd jobs. See, I was right. It's mostly Eastern European. Well, you could see that too. But so, the tent that was set up yesterday, right? Which one did he say it was? There, you have a tent over there and a tent on the right. No, on the right, he said that one's been there for a long time, and over there, that's the one from yesterday. Let's go take a look at it. So now we're at 34 tents. I think that's what I saw. Actually, you see, that's the thing too, Jean. You see, that's the thing. You have the YouTube effect, the social media effect. We see the phenomenon, and from the outside, we're naturally very hostile. We say, wow, invasion, whatever. But when you go see the guys, when you talk to them, you're faced with a different reality. You see guys who are in misery. They're not asking anything from anyone. They're just trying to survive. And so Because people often tell me when I go see people, they say, yeah, but you're too nice, too soft, etc. But guys, I'm faced with reality. I have people in front of me, people who are really suffering from the cold, from hunger, etc. And
It's fine now, but just imagine when it's -5 degrees. Damn.
yeah, and then it's a whole different story. Still, that doesn't mean he should be allowed into the country. So what about that tent that was set up yesterday? That's a smaller, more modest tent.
Hello?
There's no one there. He moved in yesterday. He already put up his decorations. Look. There's a phone charger. So just to remind you, he moved in yesterday according to Ekrem. It's just garbage, you know. You see, when he moves in, well, it's extreme, extreme, extreme poverty there. In 24 hours, the place. Yeah. But his tent can't keep out the rain here. See all those holes? There's a hookah and furniture inside. Yeah, damn, but how can you just arrive and right away, well...
There's no trash can, anyway.
Yeah, but did you have to just toss it on the ground like that? You don't have to mess up the place around you. I mean, besides, he's been here for 24 hours. Guys, the tents? What about the tents? What is it? Homeless people? The tents. Why are there tents like that over there? There are many homeless people, but nothing is being done.
Nothing is being done. Well, we're doing our best. Emmaüs comes by, the Paris security also comes by to help them and everything, but we can't evict them. French law states that after 24 hours of settlement, we can't take action.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it is. And we can't force them to go into shelters to sleep if they don't want to.
All right, there you go. There are more and more of them, right? Well, yes.
It's always been like that.
Like more and more, how often do you see a new one appear, a tent?
There's a new one every week, that's it.
Oh yeah, at that rate, it's becoming a city in a few, yes.
But there are a few who still agree to be taken in.
All right, okay. There you go.
All right, but not all. Some have been here 3 or 4 years.
And there are some... Is it dangerous? Does anyone pose a threat or not? No. Could it be?
No, not here. Here for now, no. But near the lake, yes, there were some. There were 2, yes.
All right, there were some problems. Look at this gentleman who rushes into the woods there, headlong. It's beautiful. Will this person even come back alive? The commentary is quite unsettling. It's fine. I think I can be on TV now, right? With that exclusive investigation.
So you see him there, the guy who lives there, he lives in Paris. That's the address for one of the meetings. He'll tell you him there.
He's on the edge of the woods there, behind him, behind his garden. There are tents. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Have you noticed that there are more and more tents being set up in the woods? Tents?
Tents? No.
Homeless people? No, not at all. There are quite a few. Really, you should go see for yourself. Thank you. Okay, goodbye. You live here. Yes, not far. Okay, all right. See?
Here, well, look, there's one more. There, you can see it.
Yeah, we can see it from here. That tent there, I mean, we're literally at the Vincennes Zoo. There are tents right next to it. And here, you see, it's really very bourgeois. Look at the houses here. That's super bourgeois, man, before living there. So here, we have a process of Mexicanization, of South Americanization of the cities, because here we have the upper class living in these fancy houses. And right next to them, the slums that are forming. All right. That's what third worldization is. Look at this bourgeois house, but from... That's the ultimate level. Look, it's crazy. Even if you live there, you still hand the boards to your worker so he can redo the floor, right?
Look, stop it. Do you think it's the owner who does the boards?
Yeah, he's a 100% boomer. He's voted for Macron his whole life, you can tell. Look at that. Oh yeah, I don't know if public lighting is really useful, but here you see they're lighting up even during the day. So here they are at... C'est l'opulence. They're so rich, they leave the lights on during the day. In my view, they're not eco-friendly. I think the Saint-Mandé City Hall votes Republican. I see the lights on during the day, and I think that smells like the Republicans. And the architecture, the buildings, everything's clean, the cars. Look at the cars, they're all SUVs and the like. All right, and now guys, we're going to check out a shantytown that's next to the ring road. Follow me? Wow, yeah, if you want, that's Lake Aumenil right there. Lake Aumenil. Can we walk along the lake? Yeah, of course. Let's walk along this beautiful lake. Wow, it's paradise. Look at this, guys. Lake Daumesnil near Paris on the edge of the Bois de Vincennes. This marvel. It's incredible. There's even a house on the island there. It's beautiful. It's true that what's crazy is the striking, huge contrast between the calm here, the beauty, the serenity that this lake gives off, and just 200 or 300 meters away, the deepest misery. What, like something out of the Middle Ages? Sorry if I look rough. It's because I'm sick. I coughed all night, didn't sleep well.
It's unbelievable. You can see the slum right there. Part of it is visible.
You can see part of it.
There you see the beginning, a blue tarp, the ring road, the slum, the noise barrier, and the city of Saint-Mandé. But I think the plot belongs to the city of Paris. One side is Saint-Mandé, the other is Paris.
So just to give you some context, guys, here you have this park we saw, which is beautiful, with the lake, etc. And then, if you turn your head 180 degrees, you see the beginning of a slum. The contrast here is really like night and day. So here actually we have the Paris Ring Road. Okay, here is Saint-Mandé. Vincennes is behind. Here on the left side is Paris. On the right side is Vincennes-Saint-Mandé. And so here, between the Ring Road and Saint-Mandé, we have this area where along the acceleration lane,
Yeah, there's a noise barrier, and along it is the Shantytown.
there's a small shantytown that has formed there. And that's what's crazy. It's actually institutionalized because you can see there are blue tarps. I mean, it's clear, it's clearly established. They're not hidden. You know, they've even been somewhat supervised, actually. They're supervised. They're there. Apparently, they're not about to be evicted, right? There's a kind of institutionalization of poverty. You know what I mean? As if we were accepting there are shanty towns in France, like in South America.
It's really busy here. You see, it's really the entrance to the Ring Road. People can't say they haven't seen it. The thing is, it's the entrance to the Ring Road. It's very busy. You've got the metro, Porte Dorée, right next to it.
Look at the entrance to Paris through Porte Dorée. That's it. Yeah, so this is Porte Dorée. Yeah, look, you can see it clearly here. We're at the gates of Paris, right above the Ring Road ourselves. Look at the Paris Ring Road and its traffic jams. Well, right now it's not too bad. It's moving. The Ring Road has had a 50 limit for several months now. And I'm telling you, really, driving at 50 on a 4-lane, 2x4 lane separated by a central median, driving at 50, you feel like you're standing still.
You know, and that the speed limit, it went through without a hitch.
They didn't ask our opinion anyway, so it passed because they forced it. But on the other hand, driving at 50, I think they're at 50 now, right? That's the speed limit on the Ring Road. All along the Ring Road, there must be about 15 speed cameras.
To fill the coffers, you know, the coffers that are empty.
It's so tricky, you know? If you're not careful, you end up driving at 70, actually. Yeah, naturally, there you drive at 80. But no, you have to force yourself. You put on the cruise control.
What's crazy is when they set the limit to 50, I was clear. There was no opposition from Parisians. It just happened, you saw? You see, people complain a bit on RMC and all that. They yell a little, you know, there are places to vent, but after that, they set it to 50. They drive at 50, people do.
Well, here, obviously, we can see the problem, right? We can clearly see the camp being set up. It's a camp, but honestly, it's small. It's a small camp. There's still space. Is there room for it to expand? Hello, ma'am. Do you live around here? And what's that? I don't know. It's a garden. It looks like it's a slum. I don't know. Thank you. Goodbye, ma'am. It's a garden. Let's go see what the garden looks like inside. Here, look at the garden. Yeah, so here you can clearly see that, yeah, it's a slum with some structures. Made of metal sheets, wood, improvised, it fits exactly the definition of a slum. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You've got about 15 homes here, about 15 rooms, and there's still space for S. So here, you've got a passage, but no, the entrance is here, guys. The entrance is an official door with a key. That's the entrance. And can we go in there or not? Is there a padlock? Here, look. Where do you see it? Is there someone? What do they do all day? If you have an idea, leave it in the comments. So here, there's a shanty town. Over there are tents. All kinds of things are happening in France. But no, we rarely see the police intervene. But here, we see them intervene because a guy was driving at 60 instead of 50. That's Nicholas, you see. Nicholas has money, and you can see it on his face. And well, Nicholas, we're going to arrest him because he was driving at 60. I'd really like to know what the non-Nicholas people are doing. The thing is, if we go in, we risk being taken into custody by them for trespassing. Actually, no, I have nothing against the police. They're just doing their job and all. It's true that the regrettable choices come from decisions made by the prefectures and the Ministry of the Interior. Sir. Meal report. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm doing a report. Would you mind answering a few questions? Hello, sir. How are you?
How's it going, guys? All good?
All good. So is it here?
The shack, the caravan.
How long have you been here?
It's been 3 months, 3 months.
Yes, where are you from? Romania. Okay. And did you settle in right away?
Yeah, I stayed here.
Who told you to come here?
We were the ones who didn't ask for help.
But there are people who told you, well, settle here, charities, people who would guide you, right?
No, everything that's done here is family.
It's family? Yeah. Is it just one family here or several families?
These are my brothers, these are my cousins. All right, okay, so you all stay here, okay? What they call the 115, well, there isn't any.
There's no solution.
There's no solution, or going to City Hall, yeah. There are the children and the family.
So, did you set up here and put up these tarps yourself?
Yeah, yes?
No. All right, okay, yeah. But sometimes the police come to see you, not the City Hall?
Yeah, I went to City Hall. Hello, how are you? All good, all good.
They don't say anything special to you. The kids, they go to school.
There are kids, there's no hotel, no apartment. Because me, I'm gonna get the apartment and then I'm gonna take the kids to school.
You're applying for an apartment, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying to pay the, what's it called? Dalo, I know Dalo, okay, Dalo, Solibel, okay, I waited.
You're waiting for an answer, but meanwhile you're here. What's life like inside?
That's life, it's cold, it's a bit difficult. Is it difficult?
Yeah, and how do you make a living to eat, to...
You go out a bit to look, yeah, and you do a little to eat, that's it. Okay, that's it. What's your name, sir?
Your name? Giovanni, nice to meet you. Giovanni, my name is Vincent. Okay, thank you very much, Vincent. Can I look inside or not? Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. You just have to ask. Okay, but there's constant noise, the cars, the noise. It's hell. I couldn't live here, you know. Too close to the ring road, no, but it's crazy though, it's crazy. This situation is insane. It's not the Vincennes castle, you know. There's an electric bike here. So yeah, you see these are little houses, you know. There are about 15, barely 15 of these little houses. Hello sir, how are you? Is that your son? Is that your son? Hello, how are you? I'm fine. How is life here?
I'm fine.
You've experienced worse? There are worse places than here? Yes. Sleeping on the street? Have you ever had to sleep on the street? Yes. Ah, okay, all right. How long have you been here? Your father told me it's been 2 months? 2, 3 months?
More, 2, 3, 4 months. 4 months, all right, like that.
And who built all this here?
It's us, it's you?
Okay. Why did you choose this place? Why here?
He has nowhere to sleep, not even on the street.
All right.
That's right. What am I doing here quietly? I always come here, the police, then stay a bit, then leave. I ask, I always call 115. I say, wait. There's nothing. It's difficult.
Because there are too many poor people in France. There are a lot of poor people in France who are asking for housing, who are asking...
There are a lot, boss. There are a lot of people who are asking for housing. Well, no, wait. There's a message here that always calls every morning. I call 115. I say, wait.
Giovanni, wouldn't being in Romania be better than being here by the highway?
But in Romania, there's nothing.
Zero. It's even worse than here. It's even worse than this, than this.
It's a shack, a caravan, staying quiet. When I find a job, when I get a job, I'll pay taxes, we'll look for it.
Are you looking for work here? What kind of work do you do? What do you know how to do?
I used to work before. Emmaus girls, is your name Emmaus?
Yes? Do you have electricity there?
There's a generator.
That generator? Is that a generator? An engine?
The yellow one? Yeah, the yellow one. And you?
What's your name? Chris, what do you do for a living, Chris? Nothing. Do you go to school or not? No. And how old are you? 16? You're 16 and not in school?
Before, yes, my mom explained to you that I couldn't go to school like that. When they gave us a place to stay, when they made a shower.
It was calm. Before we had a place to stay. Before, but now there's nothing. I stopped going.
All right. You stopped going to school, and what do you want to do in life?
Be an electrician.
Yes. And for that, you have to go to school. Well, I went.
But I only stopped recently.
And that's my brother? That's your brother? Hello, kids. Oh, actually, there's only one. How are you? The little one doesn't go to school either? No. How old is he? 10?
No.
7 years old. 7 years old.
Honestly, it's okay. It's not too dirty, right? No, it's fine. Not unsanitary. The carpets and everything aren't dirty, unlike the tents we saw earlier in Vincennes.
We haven't tidied up much because we just woke up.
Yeah, of course, we'll come. Thanks, guys. Oh, yeah. Wow, it's a whole different world, isn't it? Jean, you're up to conclude this report.
Well, first of all, thank you, Vincent, for coming to show this to France, to the French people. Yeah, what's going on?
This is the third worldization of France.
The rapid third worldization of France. And the contrast too, I think I hope we'll see that in the report, actually, the contrasts. To go from beautiful things to great poverty, just a few meters, a few minutes walk apart, it's crazy. And that's it. And amidst general indifference,
to go from the Vincennes castle to Giovanni's hut. And then the idea that we can no longer accommodate the people who come.
I mean, these aren't decent conditions. How can you raise your children in these conditions? And he said, I don't even think there's running water in this place. I don't see how anyone who watches the video can say it's okay to live like that. And I hope that finally, yeah, people will react instead of being completely numb and passive. That's where you're strong, Vincent, and your reports put pressure and you show things. And I hope there will finally be a reaction. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope, Vincent.
Yes. One thing I'd like to add is the idea that people consider me a right-wing YouTuber, far-right, etc. In reality, when I'm facing these people, I'm confronted with reality, and it affects me deeply. To see Giovanni, who seems like a good guy, who looks nice, maybe, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be doing anything illegal. He probably begs or something, but I really don't know. It's all speculation. Maybe among them, there are guys who try to, I don't know what they do, but basically, it's true that when you're outside the problem, when you see the situation from the ring road, you think France is under invasion and so on. And it's true, that's how it is. That's the right-wing side of the reasoning. And when you get closer to them and talk to them, that's when the left-wing side comes in. The humanist side that we all have in us, in a way. And you realize that actually, these are people who are suffering, who are struggling. It's true that I'm at the heart of this contradiction between the left and the right. I'm really at the heart of it. I'm both on the outside and trying to analyze the problem from a macro point of view. And at the same time, I'm very, very close to them, so I see them. So that's it.
For sure, yeah, they seem for sure very friendly, that's it.
That's the thing. And actually, the left only sees that without seeing the macro side, and the right only sees the macro side without seeing the human up-close side. Well, they see it, but they don't take it into account. Actually, the whole opposition, the very schism that exists between the left and the right. It's that, faced with this situation, the left will say we have the moral duty to help them, and the right will say we don't have the moral duty to help them, because we can't help the whole world. And that at some point, generosity has to stop. It can't be infinite or stretched forever.
Who said that? I think it was someone on the left. Actually, we can't take in all the world's misery. Actually, it's just impossible.
Whereas the left will say, yes, as long as there's enough for one, there's enough for two, and if there's enough for two, there's enough for three, they'll keep spreading this idea endlessly. When you say this reasoning can't go on forever, they'll accuse you of being a fascist or wanting to exclude people. Really, you just want to set limits because you can't continue endlessly. So the right is about setting a limit to generosity. The left is about having no limits.
Exactly.
Now, I really see it. I live it. I live this dichotomy between the left and the right because I feel it within myself. From the outside, obviously, I'm generally very critical of immigration. When I see them, I'm moved just like anyone from associations, etc. would be. And I understand the people who come. I get it. I've worked with social emergency services myself. So I understand them. When you step back, you realize you're moved by their misery. But that's the issue. We can't help everyone. It's better to tell them not to come, since we can't welcome them properly. And I think that deep down, when you look at things from a higher perspective, you realize it's more humane to say that than to come and offer them this next to the slums, next to the ring road. I think that's the conclusion. It's resolving the contradiction of the left with the idea that even generosity has its limits. I think it was Sarah Knafo who said that as long as there was a French homeless person on the street, we couldn't morally welcome people.
Yes, as long as we can't deal with...
If we reasoned rationally at the highest level of power, we would say that we have people on the street, we can't house them, so we don't welcome anyone else until we manage to solve our problem. But when you say that we have thousands, tens of thousands of people on the street in France and we keep adding more, that's when you realize there's a real problem. He's not managing. In reality, he's not managing. And once again, a big thank you to Carlos for this partnership. Don't hesitate to visit their website, which is pinned in the comments and in the description. Thanks to the promo code Vincent, let me remind you, you'll get 10% off everything you buy on the site. And now, let's wrap up this report. Here we go.
We shouldn't welcome everyone as a matter of principle. That just doesn't make any sense, actually.
The key, actually, is what I do in my reports. It's connecting theory with real-life situations. On the left, there's lots of theory but little real-life action, at least from my perspective.
For me, that's the left. It's deficit, it's a headlong rush, it's unlimited, a free-for-all, come on everyone, come in.
They have a saying, by the way, the left has a saying about ecology. There is no infinite growth in a finite world. I don't get why they won't adopt this axiom. They don't apply it to immigration. There can't be infinite generosity when you have a limited budget, which is our case. We're actually thinking out loud as we speak. Sorry. You're being dialectical right now. But yes, that's true. Deep down.
I think, well, yes, there is a huge amount of misery in the world, so obviously we can't, well, absorb it, obviously. That's it, quite simply. It's obvious.
You see but that's not racist.
Me?
It's just rationality. We can't take in everyone who wants to come.
Solve, I don't know, illiteracy in Africa. It's just impossible. France can't. You see, there are problems that are just too big to be solved at our level. Try to solve it with our resources, actually. A part of it.
Of course, we should solve our own problems first. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free, as I said earlier, to comment, like, and so on. And then we'll see each other again very soon for new adventures. And don't forget, there's no infinite generosity with a finite budget. That's it. Do police officers visit you here? What do they say when they do?
They say nothing. They see and leave.
And when you come home, maybe you find people who used to be good people.
It's true. This is the front of the castle, actually. Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at that.
They made it out, proving some people managed to get out.